Coach Carnell, 2 games into the 2025 Major League Soccer season, and we have a lot to toast about. Cheers.
Yeah, let's keep on toasting.
To a 2-0 start.
Thank you very much. It's been an amazing start, but I would say that's been about it. It's only a start, right? If we were at match day 32 and still training in this fashion, I'm sure we'd all be very appreciative and very excited about what's happening. And but we are excited. We know it's a long season, and we are realistic as well. So we're making sure that we keep our feet on the ground.
Back-to-back games with 4 Union goals. Before the season started, you said you wanted to begin to establish a signature and stay entertaining on the field. I think it's safe to say that you've accomplished that so far. Would you agree?
Yeah, listen, I mean, when you score 4 goals and you put out a performance like we did against Cincinnati, you can only be nothing but proud of the boys. The information that they've taken on, the willingness to adapt, the willingness to accept change. Sometimes change is hard and sometimes change is opportunity. And I think the players have seen the opportunity now, and they're fully invested. And I see great cohesion within the group right now.
The most recent match against FC Cincinnati at home was your first at Subaru Park as the head coach of the Philadelphia Union. It was a very exciting match, but there's 2 moments that you said really stood out to you. Let's dive into those.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many moments, right, in that game, and all I wanted to hear was Dupe song all day long, and I'm glad the players rewarded me with 4. But
we heard it a couple of times.
Yeah, so I mean, listen, there's I would say there's one instance in the first half where we're chasing down a ball, we're in a pressing moment, we're up high, and we're trying to create overloads by defending, and we're chasing down the ball, putting players under pressure, and Quinny comes across and we force the ball out of bounds just in front of the bench, and I see Quinny really celebrating that moment, and it's nothing, it's a throw-in for the opponent, but that type of relentless press, the nature of the way we go about it just takes away the passion and the energy of the opponent. So to see the guys being bought in and hungry and built an appetite to celebrate a moment like that no one saw, but I did, that they really loved that, right? So that the players are fully engaged, and that gave me a lot of confidence that we're on the right track. And then I would say maybe the second one is with Ty Baribo's goal.
Now that's one that everyone saw.
With the VAR call and the suspense, but there's key moments within that where Danny Gazdak gets gifted that moment. Most people would have tried to find the side netting on the far post, and nobody would have said anything. Danny would have probably scored that as well. But just to show that the mindset that the group is in right now, just the cohesion and the synchronized sort of way we're going about everything, the synchronicity of our movements, and we're so connected. And there's one more man just over there, and Ty was in the right spot and finds it in the back of the net. But and then we go back to midfield. Everyone's waiting, the suspense, and and then they give the goal, and the guys just sprint again as if the goal's just been scored, and it was like 2 minutes earlier, right? And then to relive that moment, and to run down to the river end and share that moment with the fans, it was awesome for me.
As this team's head coach, how do you build on that and continue that momentum and positivity within this group?
I think every Monday morning I clean the board and sort of take the flip chart, turn it over, and there's a new page and it's blank, and I think that's the best way to go about it. So what you have now is in the bank, 6 points. We've played some great soccer, and I've been really on the edge of my seat. I don't even get to sit down anymore because I'm so excited being on the sideline and celebrating with the boys. But you just have to find ways to reset. And I've been sort of humbled enough in this league and in this game of soccer over, can't count the years now how long I've been involved as a player and a coach. There's really highs and really lows. So even keeled is probably the best way to go, and just take it for every day that comes our way.
Like you said, this team's been playing some great soccer. Are there any areas in particular you're looking to build in the games to come?
Yeah, listen, I mean, in match day 1, we gave up the most shots gave up, right? So that's nothing to be proud of. And we challenged the guys. We did a lot of film and reviewed a lot of things. And we gave up only 2 shots on target now against Cincy. So that's always a work in progress. And then from a physical data point of view, we've been challenging the guys to sprint more, to cover more distance. And on this last match day, we had the highest high intensity runs, and we covered the most volume in terms of total distance, and we were second for sprint distance. So something that I believe that they haven't seen too often over the last couple of maybe months or years. So I'm happy that the boys are seeing success and they're being rewarded for their hard work, because it's relentless, it's tiresome, but if we are feeling the hunger and the sort of hunter mentality, it stresses the opponent, and the opponent then makes mistakes. Yeah.
Is there anything in particular for this weekend against the New England Revolution that is really sticking out to you as a must-have for this game?
Yeah, it's a tough game, right? They have some key players, Carlos Hill, Campagna, yeah, it's a very tough team. They're very organized. They don't give a lot away. Their XG against is 4th best in the league. And they also have the highest pressures, believe it or not. So, when they do go and they put pressure, they go in numbers. So that's the thing we have to be wary of. And we're not just going to show up there and it's going to be an easy afternoon or early evening or whatever it is. But for us, we're going to have to reset and, we come up with 1 or 2 game plans to go against them with the ball and against the ball as well. So, Caleb's a MLS winning coach, so he's been around the block once or twice, and it's always tough to play his teams.
Coach, good luck this weekend. Thank you for your time, and congrats on the hot start.
Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Cheers.